that's one I'd pick a million times. So
If you're walking a red carpet this year, are you going to be walking with anybody?
I don't know. I've been knocked out a couple times.
Really?
Now I'm 23 and there ain't nobody who can drink like me.
Yeah, man. Okay, so we did some research. You're the first American Idol since Philip Phillips to have a hit song. Why do you think people and country bought into 23 so much?
Is that true?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's wild. I guess just, country music, I feel like to me is just speaking your truth and talking about what you've been through and, singing what you want to sing. And I feel like when I wrote that song, it was just me telling my truth and talking about what I wanted to talk about. And not in a million years did I ever think that the whole world was going to hear this song and that it was going to be this big old song. I just wrote it just to, make me feel good about some of the bad decisions I made. I needed to sing about it. And yeah, I guess people just, related to that, connected to it so much. And like on the music video, just seeing everybody's, comments and talking about their stories and how the song relates to them. It's just kind of crazy to see how much that has, reached out to people.
Now, going from that to like the day that you won American Idol, what were your expectations like that day? Were they this? Like, what did you expect to happen?
I don't know what I expected. I was just on top of the world that I was there, and a lot of other places I could have been, and that's one I'd pick a million times. So I'm very grateful for the way that it all panned out. And when I was there, win or lose, it wasn't anything that I was going to let stop me from what I was going to do afterwards. And I was already moving on a freight train, and I was gone. So
what song, like, is you got your debut album coming out? What song on it is gonna surprise fans? Like it's like a different side of you.
I put a lot of my truths and a lot of every side of me into this record. So it's very honest, and there's really no questions left after you listen to the whole thing. So.
Okay, wait. Okay, well, because I got a question, then let's get under the hood.
All right.
Are you gonna address any love interest? Because dog, I went through your Instagram from when you were born.
Yeah.
And anytime I see anybody, it's like your sister. So I'm like, this guy is like grip tight. Like I can't find out anything about a love interest. Now, if you when you're putting out the new album April 5th, is there going to be a love interest song?
There's really, there's not any love songs on it, I don't think, to be honest with you. I think I'm more steered towards the messed up love scenarios and the heartbreaks. And someone asked me that yesterday, and I was like, damn, I didn't put a love song on it.
Okay.
But
okay. Let me back up and go back in. If you're walking a red carpet this year, are you going to be walking with anybody?
I don't know, but I do have a girlfriend that.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Give me the juice, man. Is she going to be upset that there's not a love song?
No, she's been. We met about 10 years ago, and we dated on and off for the better part of the last 10 years, and we are happy together now and doing good. But
pre-fame,
yeah,
okay.
A lot of the songs that we put on this record are songs that I've wrote over the last 3 years, and I think I just let a lot out that I needed to get out, and who knows, maybe I think I got a lot of time. You see different phases in country artists where it starts off maybe the crazy records, and then next thing you know it's the I Love You Baby records, and then next thing you know it's I'm a Dad records. And it kind of goes in these chapters, and then it's like you're the old. After that you're just old. Wisdom guy looking back, rocking on the porch, singing his songs, and so I think I got a little bit of time.
You're right where you want to be. Right where
I'm still at my beginning.
Okay, when you write a song and you get mentally in that headspace, like, how do you get there, and do you get exhausted afterwards?
Emotionally, I guess. Yeah, emotionally, it definitely is exhausting. Most of those songs, when you write a song like that, it's not easy. It's not something that is. I don't like to sing that song because it's another part of my story, and one that that, I still have trouble with, looking back at like how I grew up and, some of the struggles that we had to overcome. But, yeah, you have to pour yourself out into your craft and into your music. And
But is it like a pain, like to wake up on a day, and is it like almost like a chore? Like, man, today I gotta write a sad song.
No, it just kind of, I don't know. I get excited about things that make me feel something. So even if I know that I'm cracking into something that's going to be hard to write or hard to talk about, I can tell when it's good, and I try not to stop that creativity, whether it comes in a positive or, a negative way, and just write the music that I feel that day. I've woken up, had great mornings, had coffee, smoked my cigarette, walk the dog, do my thing, go to a write, and end up writing the saddest thing you've ever heard in your life.
That happens. Okay,
so that's just kind of the way it goes. Wow. Like I wrote one with my buddy Scooter, and I can't even play it because every time we get through it, it'll make you cry. It's not about me. It's more of a story that we wrote, and the story, I don't know why we wrote it, but it's just so damn sad that it's hard to sing the song and to get through it. And it's one of our favorite songs. And every time I play it for anybody or my girlfriend or anybody around us, everybody starts crying. And it's just this sad story. And I'm like, I don't know if we'll ever cut this because I can't get through it. I'll never be able to perform it. And yeah, and that was a beautiful day. Scooter came to the house and we were hanging out writing songs, and that's just what we came up with. So,
wow.
It tends to happen with me. I got another buddy we'll write with, and he'll be like, we are writing a tempo song today. Like, we're not doing none of this sad ballad stuff.
But then you can do a tempo song with sad lyrics.
Well, that's honestly something that, like with Waylon and 75, the track that we just put out, and some of the other stuff, there's another track on the record that I wrote a little while back called Drink You Off My Mind. And, those are sad songs with tempo, and that's what 23 is. And I think that's something that, is kind of like a light that went off for me. And once I kind of saw that, and I was like, wait, you can do tempo songs and sad songs at the same time. A tempo song doesn't have to be this fun, hokey dokey, whatever. You could just do a sad song, put a faster beat behind it, and then, you write it as a ballad. And then when you go to cut it, you just tell them, we're going to do this like honky tonk, like pick it up and burn it. And then we did that with a couple of the songs on the record where I wrote them slow and then went in the studio and transitioned them to fast.
Now, is that weird playing that live, like 23? Because, everybody, people are hammered at concerts. And when the tempo's there and they're dancing, is that weird for you as the guy that wrote the sad song to see everybody dancing to it? Is that weird? I
don't know if it's like, still to me, 23, it's sad in a lot of ways, but it's also like, for me, it's a victory story. And, I left the end kind of open. So, cause that wasn't, I almost knew it wasn't the end of my journey in that sense, but I wasn't sure. So the end of the song just kind of goes back to the beginning. It leaves it open for interpretation to what people want to think happened to the guy. But I am the guy, and I get to show people that, I'm alive and doing well and I'm happy and everything's, I got all these great things going on for me. And so, I mean, it is a sad story, but then you see me up on stage singing it and there's, thousands of fans screaming it back to me. And, that's a happy story for me. So, and, I don't judge anybody. I still drink, I still smoke, I still do all these things that I know are bad for me, hence the name of the title. But, what are you going to do? I'm a human being and I have my vices, and it's just nice to connect with everybody.
Yeah. All right. You ever been in a bar fight, man?
Yeah, a long time ago.
You got punched in the face?
Yeah, I've been punched in the face. I've been knocked out a couple times.
Really?
Once or twice. We've gotten into some things, and whenever we were like, 2021, sneaking into bars and playing bars, and we used to drink so much and we'd play. And it didn't always go good. Dude, Sometimes it would go really well, and sometimes it wouldn't go really well. And most of the time too, I'd get in fights with my buddies. And we'd get drunk and fist fight each other and break each other's nose or give each other a black eye. You wake up the next day and still hang out with each other. And
man,
that's just kind of
your
how
country
it was.
To the core, man.
No, that was city. That's city living. That's city living.